What have we done, Matt? What have we done?
What's up, gamers? My name is Adam, and I'm your DM, aka Dano Man, for this wacky, crazy ride.
So, yeah, here we are. Like, what's the first step here?
We cry.
Yeah.
I'm still kind of making a
that doesn't
character.
actually-
All right, Mr. Dano Man.
Will we begin?
All right. So, you guys were all in an outhouse until suddenly, and with no explanation, you weren't. You appeared in the home of an archmage named Sindra Sylvain, a retired adventurer and merchant. A uniformed attendant stands there waiting for you in front of a grand staircase. Ah, there you are at last. Oh, wow. She really has chosen them this time. Come on, then. The master is waiting. And he starts to lead you up the stairs.
Where are we? Where's my rat stick?
Doug want go home.
Doug, calm down, buddy. Let's just hear what they have to say.
Who are you, Doug?
Okay.
You know where your rats are?
No rats.
I assure
only
you, this place
axe.
has rats.
Then why am I here? Why is Charlie here?
The master has can explain this to you.
Squash thump, squash thump.
I don't follow.
Squash thump, squash thump.
He want hit thing.
Squash thump.
Rat?
There
You
will
wanna
be
hit
plenty of
rat?
things for you to hit, but not yet.
Oh. But hit eventually. Squash thump to follow.
Doug follow.
Okay. I'll
Doug
go.
follow.
Charlie'll go. And I just want you to know I'm looking for rats wherever we're going, okay?
It's fine. I am certain there will be some. So the attendant ushers you into a wood-paneled room with a fireplace, comfortable chairs, and a heavy table bearing goblets and bottles of wine. Racks, shelves, and cabinets around the edges of the room hold up hundreds of rolled-up maps, charts, and other items. A person is seated in an overstuffed chair near the fire. You can't discern a gender because only the person's head emerges from under a heavy blanket draped over the chair, and an embroidered hood and silver mask conceal the wearer's face. Help yourselves to some wine and to seat yourself, friends. I hope I may call you that.
Yeah, I like wine. Wine's good and all, but Charlie likes beer. Do you have any beer around here?
With a sigh, the figure waves their hand, and next to the wine appears a flagon of beer.
I'm gonna play my little bongo drums that are on my hip nervously.
Squash thump grabs Doug by the hand and leads him over to one of the chairs and sits next to Doug in one of the chairs.
Yay.
Anyone want to buy like a Honda Civic?
If you wish to get treasure, I have a proposition for you that I think you'll find quite interesting.
Yeah. And why would we be interested in that? Oh wait, treasure. Never mind.
Indeed. I'm sure by now you all have heard of the death curse, correct?
No.
Nope.
Not even a little bit, bud.
Matt and Trent, your characters actually do know about the death curse. It has begun to take hold on both of you as well.
Oh.
Is
Suddenly I remember.
contagious?
Are you talking about this like annoying feeling? You know?
Yeah, ever since I got here, I kind of feel like I'm dying. I thought it was the paint I drank earlier, but you know, typically paint it settles my stomach after about 10 minutes, and this is not going away after 10 minutes.
And I fear the pain will not go away, not until the death curse is stopped. That's why you all are here. I wish.
I'm gonna play my little bongo drums nervously, and I stand up and I go, "Did you put this curse on us?"
Of course not. If I had, why would it be affecting me?
Oh, I don't know.
I don't know. It's like when you're cold, you sneeze on someone, you're sick, they're sick. Maybe you did it to us. I don't know. I only know bird law. I don't know virus law.
My informants tell me that the death curse that is afflicting far too many originates from an object known as the Soulmonger. It is a powerful necromantic artifact. It needs to be destroyed. That's why I
Wow.
brought you all here.
So I just hit it with my stick and it's destroyed. Do I take it? I sell it to somebody. It's
Yeah,
destroyed.
yeah. Can we sell it? I want to hear more about that.
I
Like,
put
what
it in.
can
I
we
put
do
it.
with
I put it in a river. It's gone.
Once it has been destroyed, you may do whatever you wish with the remnants. However, it must be destroyed. My informants tell me that the soulmonger is located somewhere on the island of Chult. However, Chult is a difficult place. Little is known about it on the interior, for not many make it back from the jungles alive.
So tell
Probably
me,
okay,
Mr.
probably.
Hooded Guy. Mr. Hooded Guy, can I call you Mr. Hooded Guy?
You may call me Syndra Sylvain. Syndra.
All right, Mr. Hooded Guy. So here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking you're trying to get us to go do your dirty work for some curse that we just heard about.
Yeah, what's in it for us?
Treasure beyond your wildest wildest dreams.
All
If
right,
I'm not mistaken, Chult itself should hold more than enough treasure for each of you to adorn yourselves as kings if you so choose.
All right,
Cool.
that's good
Let's
enough
do
for
it.
me, everybody. All
Yeah,
right,
me too.
later, dude. S you in your A. Don't wear a C and J all over your B's. And with that, Charlie leaves the room.
Uniformed assistant keeps the door shut in front of you, and
man.
Syndra says, "That's it. I was expecting this to be more difficult."
Doug,
No,
speak
you-
on behalf of group. Doug, speak on behalf of group.
Okay, I don't
We're
know
in.
about-
Doug, think we go.
Then I can take you to Port Nyanzaru, the largest friendly settlement in Chult, where you'll be able to supply yourselves and prepare to venture into the jungles.
I hold my hand up and I go, wait, everybody freeze. How do we know you're gonna follow through on this? Now, I'm not no expert, but I know something called contracts. We sign something, you uphold your end of the deal.
What do you wish to stipulate in this contract?
You promised us treasure upon destruction of some cup or necklace or whatever it is. We destroy it, you give us treasure. That's what we sign on.
Acceptable. As it happens, I used to be an adventurer myself. I have plenty enough magic items that I could offer you a choice of upon your successful completion. With a wave of her hand, once more, she manifests a long scroll of parchment, which immediately unfurls itself in the party's general direction. 5 quills float in front of each of you, and one final quill floating in the air etches itself into the parchment on the line indicating Syndra's signed name.
Doug dips hand in ink and sign name with finger.
Can I make a perception check to make sure this isn't like a contract with the devil?
That's really smart.
I love how cautious your character is, and everyone's like, "Yeah, let's just go for it."
I'm like, guys. You cool with me doing that?
Yeah, of course. Go ahead and roll perception.
Oh,
Yeah.
no!
Well, I sign it.
All right, I'm gonna sign it, Jimmy.
Sign it, and then I like bang on my bongo drums really excitedly.
No, you said you're saying chalk, and Charlie thinks about chalk, and you see, I like to eat chalk. Is when I have a stomach like I have now.
Put my hand over Charlie's mouth again.
Doug, sing you song that mother and father sang to Doug when Doug had bad dream.
Let me start.
The familiar sounds of a harbor, cracking ropes, slapping waves, and rolling barrels mingle with voices shouting and cursing in unfamiliar languages. The aroma of unfamiliar spices and tropical fruit mixes with the smell of fish, salt, tar, and canvas. Beyond that, the city of Port Nyanzaru itself is an explosion of color. Buildings are painted in bright blues, greens, and oranges, or their walls are adorned with murals portraying giant reptiles and mythical heroes. Every building sports baskets and clay urns of colorful flowers or is draped in leafy, flowering vines. A crowd of children dressed in feather hats and capes races past you, squealing in delight and terror as a street performer costumed as a big-toothed lizard stomps and roars behind them. In the distance, you hear someone shout, "Chimp sticks, get your chimp sticks!" And Syndra says, "Very well, we are here."
Did you just say chipsticks?
Doug
Me,
won
Chimp-
chipstick.
I know what a rat stick is, but a chimp stick sounds twice as good. I want one of
I go towards the closest building, and knock on the front door.
Okay. From behind the door, the building being a large warehouse, steps a golden dragonborn who initially looks over you and says hello, and then after a moment looks down and goes, "Oh, hello there."
Buddy, can I call you buddy? All right, buddy. Me and my friend Doug here. Doug, say hello.
Hello.
We gotta take a piss. Does your kind take pisses? I'm not familiar with whatever you are. I gotta take a piss. That's all I'm saying.
The
Me too.
dragonborn gazes at you, gazes down at you menacingly, and says, "Then may I recommend an inn? This is a harbor, and we have work to do."
Doug rolls
you-
persuasion.
No.
The dragonborn looks at you and says, "Then may I recommend the inn down the street?"
Doug,
Doug follow.
let's leave the nice thing alone.
Doug follow, racist man.
All right, let's go. You guys, the rest of you coming or what? We found an inn.
No, see, is it an in or an out? Because it always confuses me. Because when you go in and in, you go in and in, but when you leave an in, you go out of the inn. But
Charlie, shut the fuck up.
We'll go in. Okay, we'll go in. We'll go in.
I stick with squash thump.
I was gonna say I grab Matt's hand nervously and just kind of mumble, "Squash thump."
Hey, let's get some weapons or something. We might need that.
Piss first, weapons second.
Hey, sir, I see you drinking a beer, and I must say, drinking a beer, wise choice, my man. It suits you. But I gotta ask, have you seen any rats or any other scurrying little furry critters around here, or do you know where any treasure is by chance?
The man says, "Well, if you want rats, I'm sure you'll find some somewhere around this city. Might take some doing, though. As for treasure, your best bet would be the jungles, if you can survive it.
Jungle.
As it happens, for a reasonable price, I could help you with that." He shifts his cloak aside and reveals a greatsword at his hip.
Squash Thump walks over and like puts his hand firmly on Charlie's shoulder and just kind of stands there.
And Doug also exits the bathroom and walks up to the bar where Charlie and Squash Thump are.
He kind of eyes all of you and says, 111 gold pieces up front, and I'll take you into the jungles. If not, you're welcome to risk it yourself, but without a guide, you may not get far.
All right, big sword guy. Can I call you big sword guy?
You may call me Shago.
All right, big sword guy. How do I know you know how to get to the jungle?
Because I've done it before. Where do you think I got this? He said, gesturing at a wicked scar across one of his eyes.
Yo, hold on. How much did you say we had to pay you to get in the jungle?
111 to have me guide you.
111 copper.
How do we haggle? How do we haggle?
Gold.
Can I roll for persuasion?
Yeah, I was
Yo,
gonna say, I
hold
want
on,
to roll
hold
for
on.
persuasion as well to haggle.
You can roll for persuasion, but do it at disadvantage. You have not made a good impression.
All right. How about
We roll to assist him.
10 gold?
Yeah, I'll roll to help.
What is going on?
I look at Shago and say, "Come on, man. Look at me. You and me. Rat stick, rat sword. Come on."
He looks at you and goes, "Fine. 10 gold pieces per day for my help out there."
Hey, we got a hooded guy. I don't know where he went off to. He was telling us about like a death curse or like a necklace or I don't know what it was. You got something about that?
Or do you have any chalk? I got. It makes my stomach hurt. I kind of got it, and I think some chalk would help.
Or he says, "You have the death curse. Somebody resurrected you." He laughs and says, "What a waste of magic."
I don't like the way you're telling me that, but if I died, someone wanted to bring me back, probably for my sick knowledge of rats and
Charlie,
biology
shut up.
and
You're not
nightmare.
helping right now.
Just roll with what I'm gonna go with right now, okay, bud?
I got you.
All right, I'm gonna be like Doug. Doug, look at me, Doug. Right here, bud. Look at me, Doug. Okay, remember, you and me, we're gonna get that little farm. You're gonna take care of the bunnies, all right?
If this campaign doesn't end with you killing Doug, then we have done something wrong.
I don't think he'd be able to. I don't think I'd be able to.
Alright, everyone, let's pitch in 2 gold. How do I have 64? Shall we
You
get
want to
going?
leave now, or do you need more time for preparations?
Let's.
I want to
what do
look
you guys
around the
think?
town. I want to look around the town.
Yeah, I want to investigate this chimp stick.
I'll be here when you're ready to depart. So as you guys exit back out onto the bustling streets, you see a velociraptor hidden by a small gnome race past.
Alright, let's look around. What do we see?
At present, you guys are still near the harbor, at the end of which is a great lighthouse and a chain gate walling off the entrance to the harbor itself. Looking around, you see a section that looks as though it would have merchants, and further you see what appears to be significantly higher quality buildings than some of the others in the distance. And all around the city are great walls topped with various, basically canopies to block the rain.
Alright, let's go over to the merchant section.
Yep.
Might be able to find something good. Hey, let's check out these gem sticks. They sound interesting.
Doug will follow to Chimp Stick.
Anyone else want to come?
I like chimp
Yeah.
sticks. Gee, I got a rat stick. I want a chimp stick. That sounds very good. I'll go with.
We walk over
You
to
all,
the gem sticks.
As you all approach a small, shabby-looking tent, you see through the open flap a group of kids pile together a mass of gold pieces and shove it at the man behind the counter, who hands them a single stick. The kids run off laughing past you out the flap, and the one who grabbed it immediately waves it, and the boy next to him turns into a chimpanzee immediately.
Whoa,
Oh.
did you guys see that? Alright, I walk up to the guy who's selling the chipsticks. What's this chipstick about? How much is it?
For just 100 gold pieces, you can get one of these, he says, and holds up a chimp stick. Magical wand that, with a single wave, turns one person near you into a chimp.
You're telling me it's 100 gold pieces. Alright, whatever. We know these exist. Keep them in mind. We'll come back. We have the gold.
No,
and-
I pull Doug and I pull Jimmy aside and I say, guys, here's an idea. All we need to do is find some sticks, right? And these sticks, if we can make them turn people into other people, look at all that gold. Look at all the gold over there. You see that? That could be us. We could be rich.
All
So
right,
do you-
I like the enthusiasm, Charlie, but here's the thing. We can just steal one of these sticks, I say.
Now, stealing's not cool, man. You see, if you're gonna have an idea, you gotta earn it. And if we stole it, it wouldn't be earning it. So we gotta make these sticks ourselves.
Do you roll for stealth?
What's that?
You never actually left the tent.
I got a 13.
Roll for stealth. Boo.
Oh, rip.
I fear if you keep up talk like this, I may have to take you to Executioner's
Okay,
Run.
hold on. While he's lecturing them, looking away, Jimmy attempts to like snatch one, like when he's not looking.
I just walk up to
Roll
Doug
sleight of
and
hand and
grab his
everything.
hand. I walk up to Doug and grab his hand and just start slowly walking away.
Can I kind of see what Jimmy's getting up to and then help kind of like I'm not sure what I do, but like somehow try and keep the guy's attention on me.
Okay, you can try.
All right, I'm gonna roll for charisma. Now you see.
He looks at you and says, "Yes, I do." Immediately grabbing the wand that Jimmy was about to grab and waving it.
Now you see.
Give me a second to pull up a roulette wheel.
Oh no.
Anyone care to join me for the roulette wheel of who becomes a chimp?
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
If I get turned into a chimp, I'm killing one of you.
Please be one of the party and not the merchant.
That'd be
Oh,
so
I
funny.
hope
Yeah.
You become a chimp. Having seen that the chimp transformation did not select the would-be thief, he raises a hand and tries to cast a spell at.
Whoa. Hold on. I was just testing whether or not the chimp stick would work, and as you can see, it worked. Yeah.
Okay. Yo.
He looks at you and says, "Very well. get out of my store before I take you to before I get you sent to Executioner's Run.
All right,
And
man.
take that chimp with you.
Wait, hang on. If he's a chimp, does he have like some goblinish features as a chimp still?
No, he is completely a chimp.
Man, does he look? Is he a pretty chimp or an ugly chimp?
Why?
You
Wait,
trying
why
to-
is this relevant?
You trying
Why
to
is this
fuck the
relevant?
chimp?
I just want to
better
know.
not.
I just want to know if he looks like okay. Follow along here. But that's not the question here. What I'm saying is, if you're an elf, you're probably gonna be a more attractive chimp than if you were a goblin. So is he an attractive chimp or an unattractive chimp?
Are you not attracted to goblins, Trent? Like, what the heck, man?
Yeah, I mean, like, I'm talking
Racist.
stereotypical, like, fancy features. Like, does he look more like a goblin chimp or more like an elfish chimp?
A figure in a black cloak approaches and says, "Looks like you guys got on the wrong end of a chimp stick. Want one to get revenge?"
Or the right end, depending on who you ask.
I think the chimp stick merchant has things too good, and I like to make some competition amongst the merchants here.
Please, merchant man, give us lower price. I don't know.
The cloaked man looks at you and says, "Fine, 3 gold pieces."
That's good. Guys, we should take that.
You know what? Chimp stick? I'll pay 3 gold for a chimp stick.
Yeah, you will.
I reach into my pouch and hand over 3 gold in return for a chimp stick.
Chuckles and says, "Thanks for your business. Here you are," and starts to back away.
Out of curiosity,
I'm
Charlie
so
shakes the
worried.
chimp stick.
Oh my
Ah!
god.
It would appear that you failed to catch on to the red flag that he was offering this at a fraction the price of the normal ones,
Ah!
because you just bought a defective chimp stick.
Oh,
Oh no. Sponsor
We haven't
trash.
even started the actual
We're
campaign
not even
yet.
in the...
Charlie, you have now become a chimp, and your HP is reduced to 0.
Wait. So he's dead?
I'm gonna try to help them.
I cast Cure Wounds. Yeah, 1d8 plus 3, so he regains 10 HP.
Okay, as a chimp, he is only able to have 1 health. He is not dying anymore, but for a brief moment, Charlie, as you regain consciousness, you find yourself struck with, you find yourself with a peculiar new memory, a obsidian urn in a area lit from below with an insidious red glow. A monstrous black creature hidden in the shadows nearby, feasting on something.
Now that Charlie and TomTom can't talk, let's go find our lovely guide and go.
Wait, so you guys aren't gonna try to fix their being a chimp? You're gonna leave into the jungle with them?
Yes. Yep.
As you enter the tavern, the innkeep gives you reproachful looks and says, "Control your chimps." The guide, Shago, meanwhile, looks over at you at the door as you enter and starts cackling.
Doug doesn't know any better and starts laughing along with him.
Charlie start laughing too.
Charlie's laughter immediately draws the attention of the rest of the patrons, who also start laughing at the sight of people who got hit with chimp sticks.
Okay,
Anyways,
so
Shago, the guide, comes up to you and says, "Had a run-in with some kids with a chimp stick, eh? Give it a day, they'll be back to normal. I suggest you wait it out, though. The jungle's no place for chimps."
I go over and push Charlie over.
Charlie falls over. Can I slap him? Can I slap his face? Not enough to do damage, just enough to be playful.
All right, I poop in my hand and throw it at him.
So you're doing this at,
if I have to use Cure Wounds on him again, I swear, you're gonna get us kicked out of the inn. Tom.
Can I throw my
Tom-
poop to hit his poop?
I'm gonna smite you both.
Travis, who are you throwing poop at?
At Charlie's chimp.
Oh, I'm okay with that. Let him do it.
Okay, Charlie, you are now, that is enough to hit your monkey form. You are now at 0 HP once again.
Charlie's dead on his ass from getting hit with shit.
So while Tom Tom's celebrating, I look at Jimmy and Doug and go, "Do I need to pick him up?"
How about this? You punch Tom Tom and I'll heal him. That's fine.
Charlie is fucking asphyxiating on the ground.
I'll
Yeah, no one
Oh my
going
God.
to immediately give Charlie attention, in which case, Charlie, roll your first
Wait,
step.
wait. Can Doug roll for medicine even though he has no buffs for it?
Yeah, you can.
Yeah.
Okay, Doug's gonna roll for medicine.
So,
he just sees that there's shit on his face, and he's like,
Charlie coughs up blood.
so that is not enough to stabilize. Charlie, make your first step saving throw.
Oh,
Yeah.
That is
Okay.
Oh,
a-
dude, Charlie's gonna freaking die.
Failure.
So I just look at Jimmy, and I go, grab Tom Tom
Wait, if
by
I-
the throat, go outside. I'm going to cast Cure Wounds
alright.
on Charlie,
If anyone,
and I'm gonna grab him by the throat and take him outside.
wait, if anyone hurts
Alright.
me again, am I just automatically dead since my max health is 1?
yes.
Jesus
Yeah.
Christ!
So stop it. I'm
Alright,
gonna
I
cast
grab-
Cure Wounds.
I grab Tom Tom by the throat and I start marching outside. And like as soon as I open the door, I chuck him as far as I can.
No! Don't kill him
Alright,
too.
then roll for
Ah!
athletics.
Doug's just sitting in the bar, just like in the fetal position, crying.
11.
Throw him hard enough that he hits his head on the ground and falls to 0 HP.
I go up to him and cast Cure Wounds.
No, you can't because you have fallen to 0 HP.
Oh, you're right, because I did the stick.
Wait, you what?
Oh,
So what happened is Squash Thump was not specific enough with his instructions. So
Yeah, no
Jimmy
shit.
took Tom Tom out by the throat and threw him into the street, which did enough damage to, or which was just barely hard enough for him to take damage and get knocked to 0 HP. Tom Tom, you do at least revert back to your normal form, but you are still at 0 HP. And because of the Chimp Stick's effects, Jimmy is now at 0 HP too. So,
Okay.
Doug is gonna run outside and roll medicine on Jimmy.
While he does that, I'm going to. Wow, nice. Okay.
okay, Jimmy, you are stabilized.
So while that happens, I've gotten Charlie up, and I point at Charlie and I go, "If you move, I will never pick you up again. Ever. I don't care if you are back to your proper form. I don't care if you're still a chimp. I will let you die."
Charlie reaches out like a child asking for someone to pick, like their parent to pick them up.
Doug is gonna run to Tom Tom and try to do medicine on him.
Okay, he still needs to make one death saving throw though, because
Okay.
in the time it took for you to treat Jimmy, he was still actively dying. So Tom Tom, make me a death
Yeah.
saving throw.
Okay,
10, that is barely enough for you to pass.
I'm gonna roll medicine.
That's not
Oh!
going to be enough to get Tom Tom 1 health back. So he is no
Okay.
longer dying, and he regains consciousness.
Alright, I also walk up to Jimmy while Doug works with Tom Tom and cast Cure Wounds on him. We're going to rent a room and go to sleep.
You guys came relatively close to losing like half the party members to your own shenanigans and bullshit in the middle of the safe spot in this campaign. This is the area where you're not supposed to die, and you schmucks almost got killed.